In this video, we are going to talk about the 400E magazine. We're going to look at, is your magazine jammed? If so, how to fix it. All right, so I've got two magazines here. This magazine here is jammed. How do I know that? Well, to figure out if your magazine is jammed, you're going to need a wastebasket, and you see there's this little catch right here. Make sure that when you move that catch over that you don't have the magazine pointed at you, because if the magazine isn't jammed, it's going to spray BBs toward your face. So what I would do is go ahead and point this down into a wastebasket, and you see a couple BBs fell out, but nothing else is coming out. All right, so that tells me this magazine is jammed. If your magazine isn't jammed, you'll lose all your BBs and you'll have this little plastic follower that sticks out. So if all the BBs come out and you've got this plastic follower, you know your magazine is not jammed. You might be facing a different issue. We'll discuss that in another video. So once your magazine is jammed, how do you unjam it? Well, you can tap it, but very seldom does that actually get it unjammed. So let's look at taking this magazine apart, and we will unjam it and see if we can get it working again. All right, so to get into the magazine, you'll notice that there's this little Phillips screw down here. And so you'll just take a screwdriver and you'll undo that screw. And you just pull the insides out. We'll set the external case. And if you look right up here in the front, you'll see that this is kind of spread out. And you can see that there's like 2 layers of BBs. This is not a double stack magazine. This is supposed to be a single stack. And so what's happened is this magazine is overloaded, and that's what leads to the jam. And that's what I've consistently found with magazines that were said to be jammed. They were just overloaded. So let's see if we can fix this. I'm going to switch over to a flat tip screwdriver, and you're just going to start pushing these BBs forward. And you can see right there, they all just kind of snapped into place. So again, I'm going to grab my wastebasket and get my catch, and there we go. We see that the magazine is now unjammed. It should be perfectly functional. So we'll push that follower in, put the internals back in, switch over to a Phillips head, and we'll put that screw back in its place. All right, so magazine should be good. We'll go ahead and load it up. And again, you're going to get roughly 5 BBs if you keep this throat full. Every time you press the plunger, you get 5 BBs in there. This magazine holds 10 rounds, or 50 rounds rather, so you're going to push the plunger 10 times. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So now our magazine is loaded, and we're ready to rock and roll. We can just confirm that again. I'm going to waste some BBs here, but you can see it functions properly. So the moral of the story is to just be careful on loading your magazines. You shouldn't have to force it. If you're forcing it, you're probably overfilling it, and you're going to end up jamming up your magazine. So get that jam corrected, and then just count to 10, keep that throat full, and you got a fully loaded magazine.